Welcome to Not Just Another Woman channel, and this is Time Out with Anieb. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's always a delight to have you on the show. This is a lifestyle program that encourages women to honor God with our bodies, with our hearts, with our lifestyle. So we talk a lot about sexual purity, Christian living, and every other thing that concerns women. So, we'd like to start our video with a short word of affirmation. So I'd like you to say with me, I am a woman. I am not just another woman. I am wise. I am disciplined. I uphold myself with godly standards, because I am not just another woman. I am the King's daughter. So if you said that confession with me, I'd like you to keep saying it. Repeat it every time you feel down, every time you are tempted to have low self-esteem. Keep repeating this affirmations or confession. Check out all our other videos, for other affirmations, and keep saying these things until it becomes a lifestyle or it becomes a part of you. So thank you again for joining us today. So remember that Time Out with Anieb answers some of the questions that of course flux my mail every now and again. And then the questions that came in during our virtual conference, that's the Woman Standout Conference. Some of the questions you sent in, yes, will be answered, in the course of this Time Out. And it runs from October to December, every single Saturday. Don't miss a date with us. It holds by 3 p.m. every single Saturday from October to the month of December. All right, so let me quickly read today's question to your hearing. Anieb, you talk a lot about sexual purity. What do we do to keep the fire burning in a romantic relationship without having sex? This is a setup. So you're planning to set me up, right? What do you do to keep the fire burning in a romantic relationship if you're not going to have sex with the person? Okay, I need you to understand first of all that sex does not keep any relationship. It is not sex that keeps your relationship. Rather, sex crowds your mind. It blinds your mind eyes from even seeing, the things that you should see. That's why people end up with people in marriage, and then they realize once they get into marriage, they now realize, but I didn't see this, I didn't see that. With people that said that love is blind, is because they have decided to close their mind eyes, to love is not blind. Love sees. So what sex does to you, it blinds your eyes from seeing the things that you should actually see, or the things you should even talk about, the things you should be concerned about, during sex. So having said that, there are a whole lot of things you can do in a romantic relationship without necessarily having sex. And you know what I stand for. You shouldn't have sex with him if you're in a romantic relationship until you get married to him. So I will say that, and really, I am not a relationship expert yet. So whatever I will be saying here, I have to make an attempt to answer this question. But whatever I'll be saying is based on is my personal opinion. Is not based on. You might still need to ask a relationship expert. Yeah, but this is what I think. I think you should communicate a lot, talk a lot with the person, talk a lot. I don't know if you've watched my video on, I put up something on, about how I get attracted to a man, and communication was one of those things. If I keep talking to you all the time, keep sharing, like a day doesn't pass without us talking. Communication is one way that creates bond for me, So if you're in a romantic relationship, please don't go a day or 2 or 3 without talking to the person. Talk a lot with the person. Share your day. At the end of each day, please pick up your phone and call the person. Tell the person about how your day went. Tell the person the things that, you are not happy about in the course of the day. The thing that really, caught your fancy. Discuss. have a conversation with this person, you know, talk a lot. Communication is one way to create bond in a relationship without you necessarily having to have sex with the person. So especially if you're in a distance relationship with this person, you need to talk a lot. You can do audio calls, you can do video calls. And when I say video calls, I need to chip this in. You have to be very careful when it comes to video calls. Video calls enables you to see the face of the person you're talking to, especially if you are not in the same environment. You need to see his face. You need to see what it looks like. You need to keep seeing him. Yeah, remember, you're in a romantic relationship with this person. But in doing that, you don't also want to set the person up for, you know, sexual desires. So if you're doing a video call with the person, you have to, because I've had cases where somebody is calling me and I'm not properly dressed. So you quickly excuse the person. It's a video call. The person is going to be seeing how you look. So you quickly excuse the person. Oh, sorry, please, I need to dress properly. Just throw in a rope or something. If you're wearing your nightie, you don't want everything shooting out there. And remember, you don't want to have sex with the person. You don't want to turn the person on and all of that. So you have to also be modest. Do video calls, do audio calls, talk to the person a lot, have a conversation with the person. Yes, I think that is one of the first things. That's actually my number one. Yes, so my second point will be pray with the person. If you're in a romantic relationship, there's this saying that says that a family that prays together stays together. You know, prayer creates bonds. If both of you can pray together, if both of you can trust God concerning a thing together, I think that alone will bring bond. That alone will, you know, keep the fire burning. If you can trust God concerning something, if you're trusting God for a job, if you're trusting God for promotion, if you're trusting God for career advancement or anything like that, both of you should be able to, because if you're in a romantic relationship with someone, you're hoping to get married to the person someday. So you should be able to pray with the person, you know, and agree, you know, with the person in the place of prayer. That's what creates bond between both of you. What other thing? I think that you should spend time together. If you're around each other, try and spend time together. And when I say spend time together, you should limit the times you spend together in a closed environment, just both of you. Yes, because many times spending time in a room together all the time, and that does not mean. Both of you should have your values. You should have your. I need you to watch the video I put up on boundaries. You know, being able to communicate your boundaries to in a relationship. Yeah, as long as you have your boundaries and you share the same values. I'm not saying that there won't come a time at all that both of you will not find yourself in the same room or something, but I'm saying you should limit the times that you spend together all alone, you know, but spend time together, go out on a movie date, you know, do things that you both enjoy doing, whether sports, whether working out, you know, whatever it is, workouts together, you know, watch movies together. I love to watch movies a lot, so, you know, watch movies together, do something that you both enjoy doing together. Another thing I would say is hold hands. Yes, holding hands also brings bond. Yes, hold hands with him. If you guys are walking to the movies, hold his hand. You're in a romantic relationship with him. And yes, that relationship is leading somewhere. In as much as you don't want to allow the devil jump in, you don't want to go overboard doing the things that you shouldn't do, please hold hands with him. Yeah, that also will help create bond. The next thing I would suggest you do to keep the fire burning is to take each other on surprise dates. Take each other on a surprise date. Yeah, call him up, you know. You don't always have to wait for him to do it, and especially if he has been the person that gives surprises a lot, you should also try. Girl, try to take each other on a surprise date, you know. All of these things would, you know, keep the fire in your relationship burning. All right, so the next point is work towards achieving something together. You know, like okay, for instance, You might be working towards doing a professional course or doing your master's, for instance. Both of you should talk about it. And then the process of being able to, achieve that goal, set a goal, the process of being able to achieve that goal. If both of you can do it together, someone is encouraging the other person, this other. So at set targets, set goals and ensure that you see each other through achieving those things. That will make you feel like a team now, yeah. So that will also help keep the fire burning in your relationship. Okay, so this might be my last point. Love and appreciate each other. You're in a romantic relationship with someone. Please don't forget to say thank you to him, appreciate him, let him know. Don't assume that he knows I love him. Always tell him how much you love him. Tell him how much you appreciate the fact that he's in your life. Appreciate the things that he does for you. Those things that you admire a lot. So tell him how much you love him. Tell him how much you value him. Love and appreciate each other. Well, like I said earlier in this video, I am not a relationship expert. These few things I have said, or with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince and not to confuse you that you can actually, keep the fire burning in your relationship without necessarily having sex. You're not meant to have sex in your romantic relationship until you are married. Reserve only that one until you are married, okay? Now you have heard what you wanted to hear. Okay, don't mind me, I'm just kidding. All right, I think that will be all for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining me this Saturday afternoon. Thank you. God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. And I'll see you on the next video. But before you go, whatever you are doing, walk, talk, act like the king's daughter that you really are. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye. So, just in case you're wondering who styled me, Style Etel did this great work. I look lovely on this. You don't need to tell me. I am telling you that I look cool on it. And if you want to have dresses like this, please visit them on the address below or check them out on Instagram at Style Etel. And I'm wearing Ayo accessories. I'm sure you love this. Check out on Instagram too, and you have our detail below on this video.